Good morning, dear students. Today I want to commence the lesson that is in the prose section. That lesson is the enchanted food. Here, the enchanted means ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕಲ್. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಪವಾಡ ಸದೃಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪಡ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ enchanted food which is about the Pandavas. Do you know about the Pandavas? No. Do you know about the great epics of our India? Tell me. One is Ramayana and another one is Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, the epic means here Mahakavya. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಎರಡು ಮಹಾಕಾವ್ಯಗಳು, ಒಂದು ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಹಾಭಾರತ. ಆ ಮಹಾಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪಾಂಡವಾಸ್. ಡು ಯು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪಾಂಡವಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ದೇ? Pandavas, who are they and do you know about them? Pandavas means here they are five in numbers. Five members. They are five in numbers. One is Yudhishthira, the elder person of that Pandavas, Yudhishthira, and then Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva. These five members are called as Pandavas. So it is the story about them. It is the story about them. Once we enter to this lesson, before that we should learn about the author of this lesson. The author of this lesson is C. Rajagopalachari. C. Rajagopalachari, that means Chakrabarti Rajagopalachari, popularly known as Rajaji. He was known as, or he was famous as Rajaji, and he was a great patriot. Patriot means he was very much more love to our country. He had his great love for our country, that is patriot, and astute politician. Astute means whenever he wrote his writings, he always argument, that means opposed to the system of political in our country, political system of our country. So that is astute politician and incisive thinker. Incisive thinker means he had his clear vision about his writing, about our country's future. So that is incisive, and also author of many books. During his life span, he had written much more books. Among them, this lesson is one of them. That is the Enchanted Fool. And his popular books are on Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, Ramayana and Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, he displays his inimitable fly for telling stories and applying their moral principles to modern times. Through his writing, just he wanted to change our society. Just he wanted to construct our strong India by his lyrics or by his writings. So it is the explanation about the author of this lesson. Now I would like to go to this lesson. Before that, we will learn the before you read task. That means an introduction task which was given here. Before we enter to this lesson, we shall discuss about that introduction part. So here the author or the authority given some words here, and they allotted you. That means you mean the readers or the listeners or the pupils. you should classify them like as desirable qualities and not so desirable qualities. The given words are here: courage, impeccability, that means friendship, gentleness, sympathy, kindness, helpfulness, enthusiasm, wisdom, affection, honesty, selfishness, cruelty, humility, faithfulness, endurance, perseverance, determination, negligence, carelessness, that means very hard to, and then carefulness and arrogance. Arrogance means quarreling nature. So here these are the words given here. You should classify them desirable qualities and not so desirable qualities. I give you this topic as your homework. Yesterday you should classify them and take it as your homework and classify them as the desirable qualities and not so desirable qualities. So dear children, it is your tomorrow's work, homework. You should do that promptly, and then I would like to now enter to this lesson. Before we commence the explanation of this lesson, I would like to model read before you The Enchanted Fool, which is by C. Rajagopalachari. The introduction is given here about this lesson. In the Mahabharata, the Pandavas lost everything in the game of dice to the Kauravas and had to live in the forest for 12 years. When they lost their everything in the game of dice, they just went towards the forest for 12 years. During that period, they had to constantly move from one place to another place for safety and to meet their daily needs. One day in the 12th year, the Pandavas brothers wandered deep into the forest for pursuit of a deer. During that time, just they chased to a deer in the forest. During that time, they were very thirsty. They were so weary. During that time, this story was begun. The sun was hot overhead, and the five brothers grew more and more weary and thirsty. Yudhishthira sat down under a tree to rest and said to Nakula, "Brother, climb that tree and see whether there is any pool or river nearby." Nakula climbed the tree, looked around and said, "At a little distance, I see water, plants and cranes. There must certainly be water there." Yudhishthira sent him to fetch some water to drink. Nakula was glad when he got to the place and he saw that there was a pool. He was very thirsty himself and so thought of quenching his thirst first before taking water in the quiver for his brothers. But no sooner than he dipped his hand in the transparent water, he heard a voice which said, "Stop, Nakula, do not drink. This pool belongs to me. O son of Madri, answer my questions and then drink the water." Nakula was surprised but carried away by his intense thirst and heedless of the warning. He knelt down and began to drink the water. At once he began to feel terribly drowsy and he fell down to all appearance dead. When Nakula did not return for a long time, Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva to see what the matter was. Sahadeva also ignored the warning He drank the water and at once dropped down. When Sahadeva too failed to return, Yudhishthira sent Arjuna to see whether the brothers had met with any danger. Arjuna went swiftly. He saw his brothers lying dead near the pool. Heartbroken with grief, he wanted to avenge their deaths. However, he too was overwhelmed by a monstrous thirst which compelled him towards the fatal food. Again, the warning voice was heard, "Answer my questions before you drink the water. This pool is mine. If you disobey me, you will follow your brothers." Arjuna became very angry. He cried, "Who are you? Come and stand up to me, and I will kill you." He shot sharp arrows in the direction of the voice. The invisible being laughed in scorn and said, "Your arrows can't touch me." Arjuna wanted to destroy this unseen foe, but first he had to quench his terrible thirst. So he drank the water and also fell down dead. I think it's enough to this period, dear students, for model reading. Now I would like to explain these paragraphs one by one. In the introduction, the author given the details about this lesson about the Pandavas here. I have told about that in the first before of this class. The Pandavas lost their dynasty, lost their palace, lost their gold, coins, so and so in the game of dice. So when they lost their everything, just everything to the Kauravas, just they went to the forest for 12 years. During that time, during that circumstance, this story was begun or occurred. The sun was hot overhead during the time when they were in the forest, when they were walking in the forest, or when they were arriving to the forest. It was the hot time, that means afternoon time. The sun was hot. The five brothers grew more and more weary and thirsty. During that time, because of the sun's heat, they were very weary. Weary means very tired. Because of the hot sun, because of the hot sun's rays, they were tired and also thirsty. Thirsty means naven ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಯಾರಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆಯಾಸ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Dear children, you just notice a word which is given in the first paragraph, that is grew. What is this grew? Grew means here V2 verb. When I discuss with you about the tenses, I have detailedly tell about them. Briefly, I would like to tell about the grew here. Grew means it is the past tense of grow. V1, V2, V3, we classify them according to the tenses. It is V1, verb 1. It is present tense verb, grew or grow. The past tense verb of this grow is here grew. It is verb 2, past tense verb, and past participle of this grew is here grown. G-R-O-W-N. It is V3 verb. So when they were wandered in the forest, they grew more and more weary and thirsty. Who were very weary and thirsty here? Yes, the Pandavas. Yudhishthira, the elder, I have told about that already. Yudhishthira was the elder brother of Pandavas. He sank down under a tree because of that tiredness, because of that thirstiness. He sat down under a tree to rest and said to Nakula. He said to, when he was sat under the tree for rest, he said to his brother Nakula, brother, go there and climb the tree and see whether there is any pool or river nearby. Brother, you climb that tall tree. Tall means very big tree. You climb that tree and see whether there is any water nearby. Nakula, when his elder brother told to him, Nakula just went there and climbed the tree, looked around. When he climbed the tall tree, just looked down and said, at a little distance, for a while, I see water plants and cranes. The plants are there, water plants are there, and cranes are there. There must be certainly water there. I just imagined that the water may be there. Yudhishthira sent him. Him is here pronoun. It is said to Nakula. What is pronoun? Pronoun means it is a word which is used instead of a noun. Instead of, look at this word. Instead of, ನಾಮಪದದ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಬಳಸುವಂಥ ಪದವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರನೌನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹಿಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ನಕುಲ. ಸೊ Yudhishthira sent him to fetch. Fetch means bring some water to drink. Dear children, do you think why they wanted to water? Answer is simple. They were thirsty. So they need some water to quench their thirstiness. Nakula was glad. Glad means happy. When his brother told to him, go there and bring some water. When he heard those words, he became very glad. When he got to the place and saw that there was a pool. When he went there, he saw a pool. Pool means ಒಂದು ನೀರಿನ ಕೊಳವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾನೆ. He was very thirsty himself. He was so thirsty. He was very thirsty himself here, Nakula. So he was very thirsty himself, and so thought of quenching his thirst first before taking water in the quiver for his brothers. Before he taking water in the quiver for his brothers, just he wanted to quench his thirstiness himself. But no sooner than he dipped his hand in the transparent water, when he tried to take the water by that pool, he heard a voice. He heard a unseen voice. ಒಂಥರ ದೇಹ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಗೋಚರಿತವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಧ್ವನಿ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ordered to him. That voice ordered to him like this: stop, Nakula. Stop, Nakula. Nakula means here, you don't try to drink the water from this pool, because this pool belongs to me. That unseen voice told to him that pool belongs to that unseen voice. So you don't want to drink the water by my food. If you want to quench your thirstiness, if you want to drink the water by my foot, first you should answer to my questions. It was ordered to him, if you want to quench your thirstiness, first you should answer to my questions. Nakula was surprised when he heard those words by that unseen voice. He was surprised, and when he was surprised but carried away by his intense thirst and heedless of the warning, he just knelt down and began to drink the water. He just not wanted to obey that unseen voice, just he wanted to quench his water by drinking the water from that pool. At once he began to feel terribly drowsy. When he drank the water, he became drowsy. That means drowsiness. We can say it drowsiness, and he felt down to all appearance dead. He fell down on the ground as a dead body when he drank the water by that pool. When Nakula did not return for a long time, Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva to see what the matter was. When Nakula was not returned for a long time, Yudhishthira sent his another brother. His name was Sahadeva. He sent his another brother to look what the matter was, or to see what the matter was. Sahadeva also ignored the warning when he went there, and when he also wanted to quench his thirstiness, he heard those warning words. Stop, Nakula. Stop, Sahadeva. The warning also ordered to him, stop, Nakula. Sahadeva. If you want to quench your thirstiness, you should or you must answer to my asked questions. So when Sahadeva ignored that warning, he drank the water, at once dropped down. When he refused to answer to that unseen voice questions, when he drank the water, just fell down by drowsiness and fell down as a dead body. When Sahadeva too failed to return, dear students, here look at these words, two. They have same pronouns two, but the spellings are changed and the meanings are also changed. This kind of words are called as homophones. Dear students, dear pupils, these kind of words are called as in English homophones. Homophones means they have same pronouns. Pronouns means ucharana. ನಾವು ಪದ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಉಚ್ಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಿನ್ನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥ ವಿಧದ ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೋಮೋಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. When Sahadeva too failed to return, Yudhishthira sent Arjuna see whether the brothers had met with any danger. When Sahadeva was not also returned to him, he just wanted to send his another brother. His name was Arjuna. He sent his another brother to go there and what the matter Yudhishthira sent Arjuna to see whether the brothers had met with any danger. Arjuna went swiftly when his brother ordered to him or told to him. He swiftly went there and he saw. See here, saw. It is the past tense form of see. Sina, past tense form of saw. When he went there, he saw his brothers lying dead near the pool. When he saw them, his heart was broken. That means he suffered a lot by his brother's death. That is heartbroken, and he wanted to take avenge their deaths. He just wanted to take avenge. Avenge means here revenge. He just wanted to take revenge the person who killed his brothers. However, he too was overwhelmed by a monstrous thirst. Before that, he had also very thirstiness, which compelled, that means forced him towards the fatal pool. Before that, he also wanted to quench his thirstiness. Dear students, I would like to today stop this year. Next day, I will continue by this aspect. Please take your homework. The homework is here in the phrase number. First, share your responses. First and second question. You must write your answer for these questions and take them as well tomorrow's homework. Thank you.